Vlad the Impaler, also known as Vlad III or Vlad Dracula, is a figure whose name is synonymous with terror, but his story is much more complex than the legends surrounding him. Born in 1431 in Transylvania, this ruthless ruler of Wallachia is remembered for his brutal methods of enforcing power, most notably impaling his enemies on long spikes, a gruesome tactic that earned him the title Vlad Tepes, Vlad the Impaler. But his reign wasn't just about cruelty. It was shaped by a turbulent era marked by political instability and constant warfare. Vlad was the son of Vlad the Dracul, a member of the Order of the Dragon, a chivalric order dedicated to defending Christendom. As a child, Vlad was held hostage in the Ottoman Empire, which fueled his deep hatred for the Ottomans and a desire for revenge. He ascended to the throne of Wallachia in 1448, after years of exile and political machinations, but his rule was constantly challenged by rivals and the ever-looming Ottoman threat. What makes Vlad's reign so infamous is the sheer scale of his cruelty. He used impalement not only as a form of execution, but as a psychological weapon. His method was slow and agonizing, and the sight of thousands of impaled bodies became a terrifying symbol of his power. His tactics were so extreme that even his own people feared him. However, Vlad's cruelty wasn't random. It was often directed at nobles he saw as corrupt, thieves, and those who would threaten his rule. He implemented strict laws, and while they were harsh, they contributed to a certain order in the land that was hard to find elsewhere in Europe at the time. Despite the terror he instilled in both his enemies and his subjects, Vlad was also a hero to some. His brutal methods did manage to hold back the Ottoman Empire, which was expanding rapidly into Europe. In fact, the infamous Dracula persona was cemented later, thanks in part to Bram Stoker's novel, which took inspiration from the real-life figure but added a supernatural twist. The reality of Vlad's life, however, is far more nuanced than the monstrous image painted by folklore. His reign lasted just over a decade, but left a lasting impact on history. After his death in 1476, he became a legendary figure in both Romania and beyond, as a symbol of resistance against foreign invaders, yet also a cautionary tale of the dangers of absolute power. Vlad the Impaler is also known as the Dracula. For more information, subscribe.